This is Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review, taking a look at your MLB early lines report for the games on Monday, August the 15th. One game, once again, we'll be focusing on, and I'll give a lean or two after that. The game I'm focusing on the Monday, August 15th, from a betting perspective, the Oakland Athletics taking on the Texas Rangers, and Ross Detweiler making his second start with the Athletics after he shocked the baseball world in his first start with the Oakland Athletics. In his first start with them against the Baltimore Orioles, and boy, what I mean by shock is, did anyone see what he did coming in that start? How about 8 innings of shutout baseball for Ross Detweiler, a mediocre pitcher at absolute best. In fact, I'd argue a below average poor pitcher, more than mediocre throughout his career, and yet he shut out the Orioles in 8 innings, allowed just 6 hits, and he was good. He got the job done. He shut out Baltimore, and Oakland beats the Baltimore Orioles 1-0 in that game. On paper, that looks fine. On paper, that makes you think, boy, is this a new and improved Ross Detweiler? No, I don't see that happening, and I'll tell you why. Ross Detweiler, good start, first start, but boy, all the underlying statistics, peripheral numbers, advanced metrics, they're all pointing to this guy being the same mediocre pitcher that he's always been, despite that good start against the Baltimore Orioles. I mean, when you look at it, 3.55 strikeouts per 9 innings, that's not good. 2.84 walks per 9 innings, that's not very good. Ground ball rate is decent, 51%. That ERA is 2.13. Look at the FIP, 4.32, and then look at the xFIP, 4.87. That is over 2 full runs higher, the FIP and the xFIP, for Ross Detweiler than his ERA. That tells you he's getting luck. He's getting some luck involved. He's getting lucky. He's getting a little fortuitous. He is not pitching to as good, anywhere close to as good as that first start against Baltimore would tell you. And then you look at his swinging strike rate, which is always a great indicator of just how much a starting pitcher is fooling the opposition. 5.5% is his swinging strike rate. That is extremely low. He is not getting many swings and misses. In fact, he's getting fewer swings and misses than he did last year. 7.2% last year, 7% the year before that, 6.6% the year before that. His swinging strike rate here in 2016 is 5.5%, the lowest of his career. So don't be fooled by this first start that he had against Baltimore. I am not convinced he is any different than the same Ross Detweiler he's been in the past. I think he's in for a hard fall. I think it could happen here against the Texas Rangers. Again, a very potent lineup. We know that. And a Texas lineup that should know what's coming from Ross Detweiler. Detweiler was in the Texas organization for years prior to this season. They should have a great knowledge of what to expect and have a good approach at the plate. And I think Ross Detweiler is going to be in tough to put up another 0 like he did in that first start against Baltimore. That's saying the least. So I think Texas is going to have some good approach here against Detweiler this time around. And on the flip side, Martin Perez has had a real rough second half for Texas, and I kind of saw it coming. We've been able to cash some overs with Martin Perez in recent weeks because we saw, same thing. ERA was low, but that FIP and xFIP, the advanced numbers, the swinging strike rate, swings and misses, didn't add up to Martin Perez maintaining that low ERA long term. And we've seen regression from Martin Perez in recent outings. In fact, coming into this game, he's allowed 5 runs or more in 5 of his last 7 starts. His track record against this Oakland Athletics team is not very good. He's allowed 26 runs in his last 28.2 innings over his last 5 starts against Oakland. And it's worth noting, too, the over in those last 5 Martin Perez starts against Oakland, how about a perfect 5-0 to the over in those games? So the games have flown over the total when Perez has been on the mound against Oakland. And I think it's going to continue here. The total is sitting at 10. That's high. I know it's Oakland involved. That's not always a tricky lineup to trust to get over the total, over this kind of total, sitting in double digits. But I do think they're going to be able to have a good approach against Perez. They've been hitting him hard in the past. A lot of guys on this Oakland lineup with good numbers against Perez. And on the flip side, Ross Detweiler, the magic slip, the slipper's going to come off Cinderella here, okay? That first start, I don't think can continue for him. All the advanced numbers shout that this ain't any new and improved Ross Detweiler. It's the same old mediocre arm he's always been. Had a fortuitous, decent, good first start against Baltimore, but ball was hit in the right spot. let's see what he does now against a lineup that is not only pretty good, but should know what's coming because of Ross Detweiler's time with the Rangers organization prior to this season. So let's play that game up and over the total, 10 Monday night, Oakland and Texas. Other than that, on the Monday slate, again, a short card, Miami, Cincinnati, lean a little bit to the Marlins. David Phelps has been good. I mean, and it's a cheap price to back the superior team, the team that's in a playoff chase right now, and that's, of course, the Miami Marlins. David Phelps, last two starts in this rotation for the Marlins, 1 run allowed in 9.1 innings. Very good stuff from David Phelps. He's done the job here since joining this Marlins rotation. I'm weary of betting against Brandon Finnegan because Cincinnati is 5-1 in his last 6 starts, and they seem to be winning for him. But I still stand by the fact that, I think he's a mediocre type of pitcher. I know he's been pretty good at times this season, but last start against St. Louis, 3 runs in 6 innings. He had more walks than strikeouts. The home run ball was an issue. I still got some issues with Finnegan. I think the price is cheap enough with Miami in that -120 road favorite range here to maybe look toward backing them and taking the Marlins there to win that game. What else have we got? Seattle and the Angels, King Felix Hernandez and Ricky Nolasco. I think Fernandez may be starting to figure things out. He's pitched a little bit better. He went through a rough patch there, but he has been a little bit better in recent outings. His road ERA 3.46. One concern, though, last 3 starts, 12 walks in 20 innings. He still had some concerns with control. That might be a little bit of an issue here. I certainly don't trust Ricky Nolasco for the LA Angels. He's a guy that I don't want to support, that is for sure. So maybe a slight lean to Seattle there, maybe also a lean to that game over the total at 8. It all depends on whether King Felix Hernandez has his control in check, and I really do have concerns about that because you look at Felix Hernandez in his last 7 starts, really. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3. He's walked at least 2 batters in 7 straight starts, so control definitely been an issue for Hernandez. He's going to have to harness that here as he takes on the LA Angels. All right, that's going to wrap up my look at MLB early lines, my early lines report for the games on Monday, August the 15th. I'm sports handicapper Ian Cameron for Sportsbook Review, and until next time, enjoy the games and good luck.
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.